HOA Karen had always been a thorn in everyone's side, but things reached a new level of ridiculous the day she barged onto my ranch, claiming she had documentation proving there was a shared water well that I was illegally hoarding. I calmly explained that there was no well on my land and invited her to produce evidence. Instead, she stomped around the property, muttering something about community rights and misuse of HOA assets. When I asked her to leave, she whipped out her phone and dialed 911, screaming that I was trespassing on HOA property and had hidden infrastructure I was refusing to disclose. The police arrived quickly, expecting a serious situation, but it didn't take long for things to unravel. I showed them my deed, the official water records, and even gave them a tour of the land. No well, no shared system, nothing but dry, fenced acreage. Karen, however, refused to back down. She kept insisting the well existed and went so far as to tell the officers that I had probably buried it to avoid HOA taxes. The sheriff, who happened to be a longtime family friend, shook his head and asked if I wanted to press trespassing charges. I had been patient until then, but after Karen tried to kick open my pump shed, claiming it was a water concealment chamber, I nodded yes. The look on her face when the handcuffs clicked shut was priceless. She shrieked that I was setting her up, that the HOA would sue me, and that she'd get the federal government involved. But the officers had heard enough. Not only had she trespassed, she'd filed a false report and caused unnecessary emergency response, all while refusing to comply when asked to leave. As she was led to the patrol car, the same neighbors she used to bully stood at the end of my driveway, watching with amused smirks. One even filmed the whole thing for the neighborhood group chat. I later learned that the HOA board had received multiple complaints about her behavior and were already in the process of removing her. Her downfall wasn't just satisfying, it was long overdue. Sometimes, justice comes not with a fight, but with facts, patience, and a pair of well-earned handcuffs.